when I started this company like 15 years ago, I started my co-founders. I was totally broke. I had no status, had no power, no money, nothing. And I felt like what would make me happy was climbing a mountain and becoming incredibly successful. And the challenge is that, well, what do you do when you get to the top of the mountain? You've achieved it. And what I've realized is at this point, like I'm 41 years old, and a lot of people ask me like, why don't you just retire? Like, why don't you do it all over again? And for me, I would tell them because the fun is just starting. But the fun of just starting isn't to like get the next billion people. I kind of think of myself maybe more than a business person. You know, you're kind of who you are growing up, and I was a designer growing up, and I kind of think of Airbnb as like one of the world's biggest canvas. Almost never has a designer been given so much responsibility, so much opportunity. And what I love is, you know, like a musician wants to play music, a painter wants to paint, a builder wants to build, a climber wants to climb. And as an entrepreneur, I want to create and connect things and try to like defy the notion of what a business person could be or what a designer could be, because I never met someone like me growing up. And I'm not saying anyone's going to try to be like me, but if I can remind people that there's leadership comes in many different faces, many different flavors, and that a creative person, you know, can run a company, and it can run a really big company, a Fortune 500 company, then that's the very beginning. And I feel like what makes me happy now is working with people I love. Like one of the great things about success is you can choose the people you surround yourself with. And I get to like work every single day with people I love on ideas that I'm obsessed over. And I'm just so obsessed. Like I think my motivation's changed. I think when I started, my motivation was about myself, becoming something. And once you achieve that, your motivation often turns outward. It's starting to be about giving to other people, to letting them experience a small part of what I was able to experience. And it becomes just about the work. See, when you're not successful, you get validation when people praise you. But eventually, like you do it for yourself, that you're not doing it for status or success, because at some point you've gotten all of it. Like how much more is going to make you happy? And so just doing things I love with people I care about, that's what makes me happy today.